Hi everyone, welcome to my very first YouTube channel. I'm so excited and nervous. This was a long time coming. I was putting it off forever. I had a lot of encouragement and support from family and friends um, to go through with this, so I'm finally doing it, and you'll never know how far you'll go if you don't try. So this is me trying. Um, I'm self-taught. I'm not a makeup artist. I never went to school. I have no certifications or anything like that. I pretty much learned by watching tons of YouTube videos and just practicing. So I thought, what better way to improve not only myself but to help you guys than for us to learn together. I'll be trying techniques that I haven't tried before on camera, and we can help each other be better. And I want this channel to be not just a makeup channel, but to be like a positive place where you can come and have fun. And I'm a little crazy and I'm a little weird. So for today, for this video, I thought I would do something simple, uh, easy to follow for the most part, I think. So this is a very neutral look, very easy for every day, for work, for school, for wherever you want to go. And because it's so neutral on the eyes, you could pair it with any lip color you want. So I tried to make this video easy to follow. So if it's not, I apologize. I am a little nervous, even though I'm just talking to the camera. You get nervous, you know? But, you know, with time and practice, I'm sure I'll be more comfortable. So if you would like to see how to get this look, keep on watching. Hi everyone. Okay, so I've already done my brows off camera because they take me like 50 million years to do. I used the Benefit Precisely My Brow in shade 5. Brows are tricky. There are days where I have good brow days and bad brow days, so it's still a struggle. So we're doing a super simple look. You're only using 3 colors. Everyday neutral look. You can pair it with any lip, and it's pretty easy to follow. It should be pretty easy to follow. Okay, so I'm going to prime my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, the original. I only have one eyelid primer. I do want to test out more, but for now, this will do the job. So we're going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. Everybody loves this palette. I don't think I've ever seen a bad review on it, and it smells like chocolate. Okay. So we're going to set our eyelids so we don't crease. I do have some lines on my eyes. And I'm going to use the white chocolate to set that. And I'm just using an equal tool, I guess eyeshadow brush. Any brush will do. So we're going to set that. So you want to start with a transition color. And that transition color will help blend the darker colors if you do decide to go with darker shades. So I'm going to use, you want to use a fluffy crease brush. This is a Costco eye crease brush that I got in a set like a long time ago. And we're going to use Salted Caramel. It's a nice like warm brown color. So I'm going to put that on my brush, and then you're going to go and put it on your crease. If you don't know where your crease is, if you look back, you'll kind of see like where your eyeball pops out. So we're just going to blend that back and forth, windshield wiper motions. So once you have the color placed on the crease, we're going to go with a little bit of a darker brown to deepen the crease. And I will be using the Morphe 4331. If you have the MAC 217, this is a dupe and a lot cheaper as well. So I'm going to take milk chocolate right here. Okay, this is actually the MAC 217 I was talking about. Okay, so I'm going to dip that into that color. And I'm going to put it in the crease as well, just to make it look a little deeper. So once you have that color in there, the final color we're going to use is that matte white shadow we used to set our lids. And I'm just going to use the same eyeshadow brush that I had used before. So you want to pack that on your lids. Okay, and then going back to that Costco fluffy brush, we'll just blend a little bit so there are no harsh lines. Okay. Now, you can do wing liner, not wing liner, however you want to do. I'm going to go ahead and do a wing. And for that, my favorite is the NYC liquid liner in black. It's super cheap and it does the job. Okay, one down, one more to go. You shouldn't pull at your eye, but I always do it. Alright, that's the best we're gonna get them. And you can always use like an angle brush, like one of these, and clean it up with some concealer. And you know what? And if they're not even, if they're not perfect, don't get frustrated. It's okay. Right. Okay. So for mascara, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot. This is amazing. I was obsessed with the Maybelline, what is it called? The one in the pink tube. But after I saw a couple of reviews on this and how it made other people's lashes look, I was really curious and I bought it and I loved it. So we're going to coat our lashes. I have lashes. They're not super long, but they're there. See? Look at that. Can you tell? I can tell. I am going to wear lashes, but you can totally just use mascara if you're not comfortable with lashes. Okay. For lashes, I'm going to be using natural lashes. My current favorite from the drugstore are by Kiss. They are the number 11s. They're very wispy and long, and they give your lashes a little oomph that you need. And for the glue, I'm going to be using the Duo Eyelash Adhesive. So what I like to do, I know some just put it directly on the lash, but I don't know, I just can't do that. So I just put like a little bit on something. And then I'll use a brush that kind of has like a round bottom and then just put that on my lash. Okay, so I'll just put like a little bit on the edge of that or the bottom and then I'll put it on my lash. I like to put a little bit extra glue on the edges just so it just makes me feel better that they won't be coming off, because the inside will tend to just pop off. So if I put a little bit of extra glue, we gotta wait till the glue to get a little bit tacky, because if you put it directly on your lash, it'll just start moving everywhere. And there you go. Aren't they pretty? And the glue will dry dark, like you won't see the white. Okay, so I got my lashes on. Disregard the white part on my eyeliner. It'll dry clear. Okay, so now the eyes are done for now, and we're going to move on to the face. I have, as you can tell, oily skin. It's so annoying. I get super oily in my T-zone. I've used mattifying primers. I've set it with powders, and my oils just always end up coming out. They're too strong. Okay, so for primer, I'm going to use two. I'm going to use the Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is mattifying, and I mean it helps, but I haven't found like one that will keep me matte. So if you have tried one, if you're super oily like me and you've tried a primer that actually will keep you matte, please let me know in the comments below. Help me out, please. So it takes the oil, it looks matte, but as the day goes, which I guess is normal, but I feel like my oils just come out like 5 minutes after I have everything set. So now that that's there, I'm going to use another Makeup Forever primer. This is the Step 1 smoothing one because I also have ginormous pores. Okay, so now that we're all primed, the foundation today that I'll be using is the Hourglass Stick Foundation, and I am in Golden Tan. Now, I love this foundation, I really do, but I love the finish, and I love how all the other products, the blush, all that, how it lays on the skin. But since I'm so oily, like I have to touch up like 10 million times throughout the day. So I love it, but I kind of don't love it because of the fact that my oils come out. Okay, so I'm just going to put this all over my face. And the brush I'll be using, the e.l.f. brush, very inexpensive. I got mine at Walmart. So I'm just going to blend that in. So now that I have my foundation on, I'm going to use concealer. And for today's concealer, I'll be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Everybody and their mother loves this stuff. I mean, it's good. And it's full coverage, and it does hide my dark circles because I do have them. And I'm in the shade medium. So you're going to do like a triangle under your eye. Then I'm going to use a damp beauty blender. Sorry, this is so dirty. And blend it out. Just going to bounce it. Now that that's all blended, you're going to want to set that so you won't crease. I do have fine lines under my eyes, so I will crease. So for that, I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I'm going to be using the Real Technique setting brush and set everywhere else that you applied concealer. So now that we set that, I'm going to set the rest of my face. If you're not oily, if you're normal, you're dry, you could skip this, but since I'm oily, I'm going to set. So I'm going to be using the MAC Studio Fix powder in NC42, and I'm going to use a powder brush, another Real Technique brush, to set my face. And I'll bring it down my neck as well, just so it doesn't look like I'm wearing a mask, even though I am. So we're not going to contour and do all that. I figured for my first video I tried to make it as easy and simple as possible and easy to follow. So for bronzer, since I'm pretty pale, we want to bring some color back into the skin, so we're going to bronze, and for that I'll be using the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion in 30M. It's a really nice bronzer. And for that I'll be using the Morphe E4. You want to bronze to make it look smaller. So when I apply the highlight, it brings that area out, and when you bronze, it like hides it. And then if you don't really have a jawline, applying bronzer or the contour color can kind of like give you the illusion that you do have a jawline. The bronzer also kind of helps contour as well. Now for blush, I'll be using the Milani Baked Blush. Milani makes really good blushes, and this is one of my favorites. It's a nice peachy color with a little bit of shimmer. And for the brush, I'll be using the It Cosmetic blush brush. I love this brush. Now I have high cheekbones, so I don't put the whole color on my like directly on the apples of my cheeks. So I start from the back, pat, and then whatever's left over goes in the front. Last step, we'll one of the last steps is highlighter. And for that, I'll be using the Laura Gelllar Gilded Honey. It's very, very pretty gold. And for that, I'll be using the Morphe M501 to apply that. And you can put as much or as little as you want. It just all depends on you. So you want to place that on the tops of your cheeks, like above the blush where you applied the blush. And I like to put a little bit on my Cupid's bow. So then you can just blend everything so it can look seamless. And I'm just using that same blending brush that I used last time. Now for the eyes, you can leave it as is. For today's look, we'll just leave it blank, but you can always apply like the same colors you put in your crease under there, but just to make it easy, we're going to leave it bare. I will be putting some mascara, and for that I'll use the Telescopic Carbon Black mascara. I'm going to put a little bit of that highlighter in the inner corners of my eyes. And for that I'll be using the Morphe M506. Now since this look is so basic and neutral, you could literally use any color you want. So I'm going to give you two options, a nude and a bold. So for the nude, we're going to use the Clay Crush from Maybelline, from the matte collections. So this is how this look looks with like a neutral or a nude. Now let's try a bolder lip color. Okay, so for the bold lip, we're going to use the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick Kitten Heels. Typically you could use a lip liner to kind of help you stay within the lines, but so this is the look with the bold lip color. This is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what kind of looks you want to see in the comments below. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe before you leave my channel and to follow me on Instagram. Bye!